Hey, what's up guys? UrAvgWarGamer is back with another video of World of Warships. And in this video, I'm going to be featuring Tier 10 Dockyard Battleship that recently got released, and that is one and only Wisconsin. And I believe that this is the most strongest battleship that Wargaming has actually ever added in World of Warships. And there are a couple of reasons which I will explain, so keep watching the video. And by the way guys, if you are new to the channel, definitely please hit the like and subscribe button. That would help me a lot to be as a content creator for World of Warships. It will help me a lot. And let's talk about the Wisconsin a bit. I am showing you this replay of mine in Wisconsin, and it will literally show you that even though you might be not the best player of Battleship in World of Warships, this battleship will still going to do insane damage to those ships that will show broadside, because these guns are probably the most accurate 406mm guns that they have added in World of Warships. These guns, you can see I have shot them on Wukong, okay, and there is a submarine as well that is trying to ping me and annoy me as well. But you can see here I just DCP'd so that I won't eat torpedoes. I got a direct hit on submarine, which I was really happy to see. But on the other hand, I have done significant damage to that Wukong. Why? Because the guns are very accurate. For a battleship, it is the most accurate. It has 2.0 Sigma, and on top of that, it also have battle cruiser dispersion, which makes Wisconsin guns to be very accurate. You can see here I shot the guns on Azuma, and if not for my bad aim, and Azuma literally got me speed juked, you can see here so many shells are landing in the middle of that aim that you have done in Wisconsin right now. That is how much powerful Wisconsin really is. And on the other hand, obviously these turbo overpowered battleship like Loria is just sapping me down and doing significant damage as well, which is pretty unfortunate. But at least what I'm happy about at this game, that I'm actually getting a direct strikes on that submarine that is trying to ping me just at the start of the game, which could be pretty annoying because you kind of get into this little state of the mini game that you have to fight against submarines, right? You're fighting with other ship classes and suddenly submarine gives some sort of interaction where you're just kind of locked to just do only to, you just only have to care about submarine much and nothing else more than that. You can see here I'm shooting the guns on Loria, and there are more pings coming from Balau. You can see here the Balau is sending some pings, but I realized the situation, and since he's gonna ping me again and try to basically get these torpedoes up on my broadside, I literally have to damage con again, which is very important. And you can see I'm shooting the Loria with these guns. And now one thing that I can tell you there is Wisconsin doesn't only have these accurate guns, right? I mean, if you have seen the videos of Wisconsin, you already know that it has also gotten the F key, which you usually get in super ships, right? You get the F key, which not only reload, or at least what I would say, that not only that it reloads your guns into half for 20 seconds, it also makes your damage control load up extremely quickly. You can see here I got in a permanent fire. I used the damage control before on submarine, and I got the damage control again to just damage control that 58 seconds of fire duration that I was having in Wisconsin, which is a huge thing. And you can see here I'm just shooting Loria on its superstructure, and even though he's also shooting Sav, which is kind of disgusting to be honest, I'm still okay because I have heals, so I can tank a lot of damage. And you also have these accurate guns. You can see the accuracy of the Wisconsin is insane. Like, if not for the better aim, in this game I was not having a really good aim, to be honest. And this Monarch is also constantly shooting HE. If not for the F key and the DCBs that I was having, it could be a bit different in other battles. I would have been taking massive damage, right? But it's pretty okay. I'm pretty good right now, and since I will get my F key again because of the Loria, I can just quickly reload the heal as well as damage control within no time. And on the other hand, I also get my guns loaded in half, like, right? So you can see here I'm shooting the UrAvgWarGamer, and my aim was a bit terrible, to be honest. Like, I was not precisely aiming this guy, but still, even then, I get 4 overpens on the stern of that cruiser, which is hilarious. Like, it is definitely hilarious to watch. But that's Wisconsin for you. Another bad aim, and well, this could be a death strike, UrAvgWarGamer, if not for the bad aim. But you can see how powerful Wisconsin really is. Now, if I get my FK again, I could have just used DCP and heal back up again. But unfortunately, I have to shoot the guns, and since the FK requires that you should be having at least 17 or 16 shell hits on a target within 50 seconds, obviously, because if you lose the, if you not aim well, like within 50 seconds, you will lose progress. So this is something that you should be keeping in mind. But anyways, the FK is absolutely powerful. The reload time of the guns, combined with the fact that it has insane accuracy, and combined with the fact that you can have this reload time on damage control, repair party, as well as spotter or defensive air fire, means that it is literally insane against 1 versus 1 targets. I mean, Wisconsin in late game is hilariously devastating, like literally broken. I mean, any cruiser that thinks of taking on Wisconsin at this close quarters, he's just having a death sentence, literally death sentence for himself, because Wisconsin will have damage control, heal, everything basically on demand once it gets its FK ready, right? And you can see here how many shells that I'm landing on this Loria, even though my aim is again terrible. I'm not aiming on the superstructure, otherwise I would have gotten a lot of pens. Now, I have talked about tons of strengths, right? You can see here, because of my terrible aim, I was not doing that well. But even then, you can get away because you know the basics of battleships, right? I'm shooting the UrAvgWarGamer, he moves forward again. That guy was the luckiest guy, since my aim was poor, and he was lucky, right? He's just kind of realizing the situation as well that I'm shooting, so he's kind of good at this point. But still, Wisconsin is absolutely a nightmare to deal with. If I see a Wisconsin, and if I would be in a battleship, close quarters, it's gonna be really tough. It's gonna be really tough, trust me. Because it can get brutal. Wisconsin is really, really nice, man. I mean, I didn't expect the Dockyard Battleship to be that good for so cheap. Like, if you have grinded out Wisconsin with only 3,000 doubloons, I guess you guys know that value that you have gotten from this battleship. Probably the best battleship in World of Warships, I would say, because of these strengths. Now, coming to the weakness again, because I want to talk about the weaknesses. Now, Wisconsin does have weaknesses. I mean, it's not like that it's immune to everything, even though it does have tons of gimmicks. The weakness is that only 81,000 HP, like, that is not good. For a tier 10 battleship, that is very low. Like you are literally having a HP pool of tier 9 battleship, okay? So that is one thing that you should be keeping in mind, which means that your potential to heal is also pretty low. Like, that is also true. And because of these things, you cannot tank that much damage, okay? Like other battleships. Like, other battleships can tank a lot of damage, but the problem is that if you are in close quarters, the biggest problem that I felt when I'm facing, other BBs or cruisers is pretty much simple. Your damage control or your repair party does not get very quickly under your hands, and hence you will lose a lot of this, firepower that you have left. I mean, you just have to wait for that time when the consumables will be utilized, but that doesn't happen a lot. And that's where Wisconsin just completely eradicates this weakness and makes it absolutely bonkers when you are close quarters. Sure, Ohio is really good. I mean, there is a division mate which is playing Ohio. It is also good. Is it an awesome battleship, I would say? But still, like, look at that. Like, Stalingrad and my aim, it was terrible. If I would have aimed slightly better, I'm sure Stalingrad would have taken citadel damage because he was very much broadside. So my bad aim just making me not doing the best in terms of damage. But you will find out that there are so many mistakes that also enemy team have done that Wisconsin can be still utilized perfectly. You can see here again, look at that accuracy and look at that, like that aim literally is just absolutely terrible, unfortunately. I don't know, maybe I was playing Stalingrad before Wisconsin, so I think I might be just not getting used to the shell velocity of Wisconsin, because Wisconsin does have slightly more archy shells, but still they have good penetration. I mean, it has better penetration than Montana, guys. I mean, 406mm guns, these are not like Montana guns. They have low air drag and they also have good shell velocity, slightly better than Iowa and Montana class battleships, which makes these 406mm guns having more penetration. Now, this Monarch was shooting or HE spamming me a lot, but then I don't know why he started to just show broadside here. And Monarch has really bad citadel. Like, it has terrible citadel. If you do this in Wisconsin, you're going to get depth strike. I mean, he was low HP. If he would be full HP, I'm 100% confident that Wisconsin would have literally depth struck the Monarch at this point as well, because the guns are that accurate. Like, it's really insane. Like, it just removes this weakness of battleships with RNG. Wisconsin has this next level of brokenness because, well, you just can absolutely smash anything broadsiding you. Now here, you can see here this Sun Yat-sen having how much HP? It has 35,000 HP, and I mean, at close quarters, you can see here broadsiding Sun Yat-sen. Only 2 citadels and 3 penetrations are basically enough to just absolutely obliterate this target. And I'm just keep sailing forward and just doing this damage pretty easy, right? This is how powerful Wisconsin really is. I have the F key almost ready, but it's not ready yet. But once I get to ready this thing, then I have so much firepower in terms of survivability, or also getting reload booster as well. It's insane. And I mean, I haven't talked about a couple of things. I mean, you do have spotter plane that have 100 seconds of cooldown time instead of 240 seconds, okay? And yeah, killing the Venezia here by just citadeling him, by the way, so it's funny. And I also got the F key. So yeah, that's insane. But let's talk about this spotter plane, because this spotter plane is also a bit different. You have 100 seconds of cooldown instead of 240 seconds, which normally you get, and you also have reduced action time. This is like a built-in eye in the sky cruiser skill on Wisconsin. An eye in the sky built into Wisconsin with the spotting aircraft. Isn't that seems to be pretty strange and absurd at the same time? Like, why you are giving this is, I don't know. But this also gives Wisconsin so much flexibility. Like, you have spotter plane on demand, increasing your firing range, as well as you get a lot of ability to just farm ships over islands. And now this Schlieffen, he's also doing the exact same thing. He's just pushing in. He having a lot of secondaries, but I do also have reload booster up and running, so I know that I can easily able to kill him by just hitting on the superstructure. Now I'm sure you can see here 7 shells out of 9 and he's dead. Like, it's hilarious to watch, honestly.
Enemy battleship destroyed.
Like, I have done so many mistakes in this game by just not aiming well, but I'm still getting rewarded because, well, I mean, enemy team is broadsiding, obviously is broadsiding, but I'm just killing them by just aiming either at the superstructure or either at the waterline citadel. I'm just killing them with 1-1 almost period. And that's what Wisconsin really does very effectively. Now here, there's also a short clip of Stalingrad. Now that Stalingrad is trying hard, okay, to win for the team. And he was playing really well, to be fair. I have missed the salvo on Stalingrad, otherwise I would have done some damage more. So let me show the clip where I will take on Stalingrad. Just give me a second. Okay, so coming back to the game again, and well, there is a Stalingrad that kind of gotten into the A6 line, and now he's probably pushing back, so he can maybe have a chance to take on maybe Brisbane and me, and maybe my division mate. But the game is pretty much about to end. The points that you are seeing, we actually having a significant lead in points, and now Stalingrad is back with some HP, and he got spotted by Brisbane. Again, the thing about the Wisconsin is that the better your aim will be, like literally, the better your aim will be in Wisconsin, the better your chance that you will do above 200k damage. Like most likely in a late game, Wisconsin will almost always going to give you 200k plus damage, because this is obscene in power, right? Now I just precisely aim in such a way that I can get the guns to get to work, right? The Stalingrad does have Kuznetsov, but since you can see the accuracy of the Wisconsin is pretty good, I'm finally managing to get Kraken, killing the Stalingrad and winning for my team with 205k damage. Wisconsin is amazing, guys. If you have this battleship, you should be lucky, and you should be understanding this by now, that if you play this more, like if you literally play this more, the more you will realize that there are absurdly broken characteristics that they have given to Wisconsin, which makes it obscenely broken most of the time. If not all the time, most of the time, it will do insane damage. If your aim is better than me in this game, like usually my aim is good since I was playing it for a long time, but if your aim is even though bad for a particular game, Wisconsin will still reward you if you slightly give better salvos to the enemy team. Like if you still managing to hit targets after missing out, okay, you will still be rewarded, because the RNG is extremely less in Wisconsin guns. They are super accurate battleship guns. Like they are really that good. Team score wise, 2.6k base XP, which is surprising, but I was happy with that. And well, you can see I have done some good damage. The Stalingrad did played well, which is pretty nice. I can see that he was trying hard to carry for the team, but he's the one who also managing to give me a Kraken at the end, which is pretty nice. And you can see if I go to the personal score, I got Confederate. If you have also on Wisconsin, I would say that it becomes even more broken. Like it gets so broken, it's not even funny. Like you have a reload time of 25 seconds with AR kicked in. So yeah, you get high caliber, dreadnought, Kraken, got citadels, kills, and some strikes on submarines, which I was happy. To be honest, I was pretty happy. Detail report wise, obviously I have done damage to a lot of ships out there, especially to that Balau. He was very pain in the butt for me, to be honest. He was really pinging me and trying to send the torpedoes, but thank goodness I got my damage control for that. And Wisconsin does deliver that because it does have a F key, so so yeah, that's how it is. Please let me know in the comments down below, what do you think of Wisconsin? If you have Wisconsin, did you play it a lot? And what do you think of this battleship? If you have anything to share, please let me know, and I will catch you guys into the next one. Peace out.